Welcome back to Resistance Chicks. We are your hosts. Today is May 9th, 2017. It is a Tuesday.
So we're going to bring you, I want to bring you a little piece here of the Ayaan Hirsi Ali talking about, she was genital mutilated. She talks about the nature of Islam. And then we're going to take you to Isik Abla, who interviews somebody who's left the Muslim faith, who's become a Christian, and their whole goal, she says, was jihad.
And both of these women come from the Muslim faith. And so we figure, don't listen to two white girls in America, listen to them.
Anything like that?
Well, it's the reason why I tell it at all, which is I use it to illustrate that it's possible, to be born in Africa, grow up in a Muslim household, and go through all sorts of adversities and come out whole and wholesome and healthy. And what I see sometimes, what some of my opponents use, is they say, oh, she went through all of these terrible things, and she's angry, she's resentful, she's miserable, and so she's using Islam to get back at an unhappy childhood. And I think that's false.
Yeah, and especially now that I've gotten to know you a little bit, I don't sense any of that. I mean, there's such light in you and goodness and all of those things.
I'm really sorry. Okay. I know we really want to get through this stuff, but what that just reminded me of is you guys all hear these like crazy stories, right, of like extreme Amish or extreme Mormons or extreme whatever religious faith, some Baptist musical preacher, whatever, okay, and then the child is abused and then they come out of it and then they say, this happened in this specific faith. Well, guess what? That church needs to be looked at. Okay, not just that singular person. They're not, you know what I mean? You have to expose.
Right.
Things, and I don't sense any of that. But we're sort of just stuck in a situation where even by talking about this, it's somehow they want to project something on you, right?
That's right. But I mean, if you look at the arguments of my opponents, what you see is they run out of logical consistency. They want to defend a system of life or a theory for life. That is intolerant, that is anti-women, anti-gay, that conflates religion with politics. And some of them, really honest ones, defend it and go all the way to say, this philosophy is better than all other man-made philosophies. And they talk good, all the terrible stuff, that's the outcome. But the ones who believe in it and promote it, and yet, find themselves in this, what I think of as cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
They're the ones who would use anything. So first they say she has no experience. Then I put my experience on the table, and they say, okay, that's bad. That's because you're traumatized. Things are not in the Quran. And I show them what's in the Quran, and they say, yeah, you misinterpreted, or you're doing something other than what it says.
Yeah.
And on it goes. So I think it's people who have no argument or weak argument who take refuge in these inconsistencies.
This is she really has a lot of really good things to say, and I'm going to try to put a link to this video, but I want to take you to Isik Abla, who's my favorite. She actually came here in America as a terrorist.
She wanted to wage jihad.
Islamic terrorist, and she got radically saved. When we say radically saved, we mean Jesus turned your whole life upside down, and she's now fighting against everything that she was taught. And she says not all Muslims are like this,
right?
But she was a radical jihadist, and this woman here is hiding because she has to hide her identity because she could be killed. And she says what we are taught at the end is jihad, which is war. So let's listen to her here.
That you're experiencing because they want to take your life, right? Mm-hmm. Tell us about your testimony, your background, please.
I was born in a 100% Muslim country, and in my country there was nothing else. I grew up, I was born a Muslim, I was raised a Muslim, but when I was 6 years old I wanted to be a good Muslim, not just a Muslim, because there is no assurance of going to paradise except through jihad.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be a good Muslim, so when I was 6 years old I started doing the Ramadan, the 30 days of fasting. And I would wake up at 4:30 in the morning for the first prayer call to go to the mosque.
6 years old.
6 years old.
Please, I want to stop you. Tell us about what good Muslim means in the Muslim world.
A good Muslim means someone who does the 5 times the prayer. Prayer it is called, but it is just a set of military style drill, and then you recite Arabic prayers and always the same.
Yes.
But this is done 5 times, starting at 4:30, then midday and afternoon at sunset, and a little bit later in the night.
Yes.
And then the Ramadan, which is the 30 days of fasting, which is from sunrise to sundown, no drinking and no eating. And then it is once you go to Hajj, to the Mecca as a pilgrimage, and give zakat, which is a big part of your income, to the charity, and fight in jihad.
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 So it is
Jihad.
ordered
It is.
to become a good Muslim. You need to fight in the name of Allah.
More than everything else, that is the most important thing.
Yes. So you
Jihad.
were a good Muslim. When you said you were a good Muslim, you believed in physical jihad.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Okay, continue.
And so, as I said, I wake up at 4:30, go to the mosque, and when I was 12 years old, I learned the Quran by heart and recited it to the community.
Yes.
I did all this because I wanted to be a good Muslim. And I was in a school for 600 children, and 20 of us was chosen and taken to the madrasa, which is the Islamic religious school. And there we were told that we have been chosen among all the other students because they observed us and we are chosen for jihad. I joined even that. I signed up.
You sign up for jihad.
I signed up for jihad. They asked me where I would like to go to jihad. I said Palestine because I wanted to be against the Israelis and fight and die there for Islam.
So you hated Jews.
Yes, I did.
Yes. And let me ask you, a lot of
They picked 12-year-old children who'd been brainwashed, and they said, "This is you're special. You can go and blow yourself up." This is the immense amount of brainwashing,
Right.
and we have to expose this thing. You call me Islamophobia? Yeah, I'm afraid of people who do that to kids.
Yes.
Dear God.
people, I want you to enlighten them, believe in the Western world that jihad is not ordered in the Quran. Allah didn't say that, and it is not a physical war. So what do you say as someone who knows Quran? Is jihad, is physical jihad, holy war against unbelievers exist? Does it exist in Quran?
It does, and if anyone says it doesn't, because they are misinformed or they're lying. In Quran, there is the Surah Al-Kafirun, and it is clearly ordered, and every Muslim should do jihad. And many people have heard that jihad is through pen, jihad is through, within your own self. That is a new thought, but actually what jihad is very clear in the Quran. It is fight against the unbeliever, the infidel, the kafir, and die for Islam. That is jihad.
Infidel, unbeliever is called Christians and Jews who are non-Muslims. Am I right?
Yes.
That's pretty clear. I don't see how that could be any more clear.
Right. Well, there's the opponents to that would say that she's lying.
Yeah, exactly. And to call her a liar, what she has been through her entire life, to call her a liar, I don't understand how people can do it.
I don't either. No, I think you have to, especially when you hear someone's voice and you can tell.
Right.
You guys may not be as good as we are at reading people, but I can tell in somebody's voice, usually, whether
Exactly.
I'm being fed a load of crock.
Exactly. And here's the thing. You hear these stories over and over and over again. And no, I can't read Arabic. Okay?
The only thing that we have to rely on are the testimonies from these people.
And we do know that from what the ex-Muslims have come out and said, hey, it's in the Quran. We're told to lie to unbelievers too to wage jihad.
Right.
So I'm going to... They picked 20 kids out to go and be suicide bombers. This is what they do. And she wanted, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go to die? Who tells that to a 12-year-old? Where do you want to go to die?
Right.
Oh, I want to go to Palestine because I hate Jews. And I want to take out as many Jews as I can. It's so exciting.
But Leah, you know what? Maybe, and I'm hearing you people speak, and so I'm going to represent you. maybe it's possible that those people that took her out of that school were just extreme people and they don't represent the entire state or the government. Does anybody else outside of the government have the authority to pull children from school and take them? Do you think?
Probably not in a Muslim country. No.
They took them from school, you guys.
Right.
That has to be somebody with an authority that is affiliated with the government. They didn't get kidnapped.
They took the most brainwashed kids.
They did not get kidnapped and taken to school. Taken from school to wage
tell you
jihad.
what Christians
They had
do.
permission of the school and the families probably to take these children.
Christians, they pull kids out, and then when we're teenagers, you get to flip through a catalog of where you want to go be a missionary. It's like a vacation to like Africa.
I was gonna do
or
that.
South
I
America.
really had it all set.
And
I
you
was
build,
gonna, yes.
and you build houses for poor people.
It's really just a
and
vacation.
in South America, and you swim in the beach and things like that. That's
Yeah.
what Christians do to their teenagers.
I don't want to knock all my friends because there are so many of them that did missions trips and stuff like that, but like it's mostly just a vacation where you're kind of helping some people. And you know, I get it. I actually have friends that really did make a big difference. Julie and Debbie and stuff like that. But some of you other people, I know y'all just went on trips. You know it too.
Okay. All right. Signing off here. Resistance Chicks.
Where it's not a conspiracy theory. If it's the truth, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring that bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. God bless. And thank you guys for being such loyal viewers and being patient with us while we took a break from you to do farm work.
And we might be doing that because it's during summer, so you might see us every like 3 days.
I don't know. We'll keep you up to date.
I was cold all alone, no place for home every day, so afraid, but you called my name.